Hi, everyone, and welcome to Harlequin Podcast and a very happy new 2024. And what is Harlequin Podcast all about? Well, it is a new project we're starting here in 2024 with three different productions. The first one, Small Business and Entrepreneur Podcast. It is basically what it says it is a podcast about being a small business owner and an entrepreneur worldwide. We invite guests from all over the world to tell their story about how they became an entrepreneur, what their small business is all about, probably some fails and successes along the road. We hope that this will share both inspiration and maybe some fun ideas, tips of what to do or maybe not to do as well. This podcast is starting on January 15th. And yes, you will be able to hear it anywhere you hear a podcast on Spotify, on YouTube podcast, you name it, everywhere. The other project we have going is Expat Life. And what is an expat to begin with? Well, an expat is somebody who lives in another country than their original country. I am an expat myself. You may hear my accent, and it is from Sweden. That's where I grew up. I'm actually born in Miami, Florida, but I grew up in Sweden and I moved back 15 years ago to Texas, where I reside today. And as you may understand and imagine, moving to a different country can be a roller coaster, I would say. Cultural shocks, things we do, they don't, food, you name it. We want to hear everybody's story about moving across the world or to another country. It doesn't even have to be across the world, really. But why did you move? What happened? What did you learn? What do they do in the new country that you are not used to? Food experience. I hope that this will bring us a lot of laughter because it's kind of interesting and fun to move across another country. Expat Life is coming in February, and as well, you will be able to hear it at all major streaming platforms. The third production we have is actually not a new production. It is me and two friends, Tone and William, husband and wife. They are sitting in Sweden. This is the Unpredictable Livecast. And what's the difference between a podcast and a livecast? Well, a livecast, you can interact with us as we live stream. And we will live stream this on YouTube, on Facebook, and Instagram under the handle Harlequin Podcast. So, you can interact and write in the comments, and it will pop up on our screens right away, and we will answer you. We have no scripts, no clue what we're going to talk about. Basically, it's a catch up for the last 2 weeks and what's going to happen the next 2 weeks. The Unpredictable podcast is broadcasted on Sunday afternoons here in US CET, and in Sweden it's going to be then on in Sunday nights. It's they're a little bit ahead of us, so to say. 7 hours to be more exact. So that is a little bit about what Harlequin Podcast is all about. We also produce other shows that we're not hosting, and we will have more information about that a little bit further in the spring. But as of right now, these are the three productions we are hosting, and we're very proud of it and excited about it coming. I hope you are following us on all social media platforms. So you can see them up here: Facebook, Instagram, X, or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Threads, and LinkedIn. Had a little brain fart there. Um, all those platforms are where you can find Harlequin Podcast. So just search for it. Usually the handle is Harlequin Podcast, except on X, where it's just Harlequin Pod. So follow us on all major platforms wherever you are. And I hope to see you out in cyberspace here during the spring and any of our three other productions. And if you have any questions, either send us an email to contact@harlequinpodcast.com or shoot us a PM on any of the platforms. Looking forward to hear your story. And if you want to be a guest, I forgot to tell you that. If you want to be a guest, go to our website, harlequinpodcast.com, scroll down a little bit where it says be a guest, click on the link and fill out the form. And that makes us being able to set up a recording time because we want to hear your story. That is for sure. Looking forward to the spring. And as I said, have a happy, happy new year and see you later.